Hello, this video is going to talk to you about the element of Google Drive that allows you to create presentations called Google Slides. Now, Google Slides operates very similar to other presentation programs that you may have used, like Keynote or PowerPoint, so I think it'll be pretty easy for you to catch on to this. So you'll notice I'm in my Google Drive, and what I'm going to do is to create a new presentation, a new slides presentation for you. So I'm going to go to my red New button, select that, and find Google Slides, and you'll see that that's represented by a yellow box with a screen on it. So I'm going to select that. As this loads, again, you're going to notice that it looks very similar to other presentation programs that you would use. You'll notice you have your little slide deck here where your thumbnails of your slides go, your editing area here in the middle. You have options for presentation themes over here. Should that not pop up automatically, you'll find a theme button right here at the top. And then just some other things that you would see in other presentation programs, like a present button, and those way to add slides and those kinds of things. Notice our blue share button, which we'll talk about in the next video of how you can share this presentation, but that's going to be common in all Google elements that you use. So, as I've mentioned before, the first thing that I like to do when I'm creating a new Google file is to name it. Remember, it's next to impossible to lose your work in Google because all your saves are done automatically. But if your files aren't named or titled the way you want, it can be difficult to find them if you have a lot of items in your drive. So I'm going to go ahead and title my presentation, and for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to do a little presentation on how to do the cha-cha slide. Not doing that because I'm a big dancer, but because there's some things that I want to show you how to insert, and I can do that pretty easily with this theme. So I'm going to go ahead and add my title now, Cha-Cha Slide. You'll see when I do that, it's auto-saving it for me. All right, now I'm going to go through and select a theme that I want for my presentation, and we'll just go with the Spearmint one. And you'll see when I select that, it just automatically changes the format of my slides. So again, go ahead and make my title slide and who it's created by. Okay. So when I do that, you'll see it's going to start to populate right over here. So you have the thumbnail of exactly what I have over here. Now I'm ready to add my first slide. So I'm going to go up to this first button. And if I hit the plus, what it's going to do is it's going to add another slide with the same format. Now, this is a title slide, and I don't want another title slide. So if I select this drop-down arrow, you'll see all the different types of slides I can choose. So I'm going to go ahead and select this one. I'm going to do a little step-by-step rundown of how to do the cha-cha slide. And we know the first thing we do when we do that is slide to the left. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. I can edit this type of font and the color and everything, the size in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to show you. Go ahead and change my color. So now I can do that. To show sliding to the left, I'm going to show you that I can insert shapes onto my slides. So I'm going to do a left-facing arrow here. And you'll notice I get the little crosshairs, and I can just drag to make my arrow however big I'd like. Change the color of that. So we're going to do slide to the left there. Now, step 2 would be slide to the right. So what I could do, I could go up and hit this button, and what it would do the same format slide, and I would just start over and change all of the fonts and everything again. Simpler way to do that would be to right-click on the slide itself and to create a duplicate slide so that it just duplicated the slide that I already had, and then I can just go in and edit that. So that's something, that's kind of a little shortcut that helps us sometimes. So now I'm going to add my other arrow, my right-facing arrow in. I want them to look relatively similar here. Again, change that color so that they're there. And now I have a simple 3-slide presentation. And so the final thing that I want to show you on creating a basic presentation then is to add transitions. So if I go into transitions here, you'll see on my first slide I have no transition, and that's okay. I'm going to leave that way. When I go to my second slide, however, I want to go ahead and I am going to select slide from the right, so it'll look like it's moving left. And then for this one, I'll do slide from the left, so it looks like it's moving right. And when I go back up to my first slide, I can check it all out by hitting this present button. You'll see now I'm in presentation mode, so there would be my title slide. Slide to the left, coming in, slide to the right. And that's the end of my presentation that I have so far. So as you can see, it's pretty simple to create basic presentations that are in our Drive, that are there, that are secure, and that you can do pretty much everything you can do with other presentation programs in Google as well.